Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Yay, we made it through another week. I've been wanting to get this video filmed all week long, and you know how it goes. Something always happens. Something always happens. Always. 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 Some good, some like, just whatever, it happens. So anyway, I'm here with part 3 of the idea journal. I already took the signatures out. I slipped them out. They're like, what do they call that? Traveler's notebook. It's got the elastic bands on the inside. And what I want to do today is do something with the inside covers, and I pulled some stuff to put a topper on the front. So let's get going. Welcome to Junkety Jody. I'm Jody. I'm Junkety. And forgive my look. I made a Tim Holtz fabric tape Band-Aid. Just because I didn't feel like going and digging for one that was going to fall off anyway. The fabric, anyway. It's not a real boo-boo, but I have thin skin. It's only on my arms. So when I like barely, if I look at it hard enough, it'll get red, like red. My mom had the same issue. No, I'm not on blood thinners, but you would think so. So anyway, there's that. I didn't want you to see the red spot. And it's hotter than the Dickens chickens. So I'm not wearing sleeves. So anyway, so what I have, let me grab my little tray of goodness here. What I have that I want to put on the inside is I got some paper. I thought this would look nice on the inside. Right there. I like that. And I finally got a hardcover. Let me grab it real quick. I finally got a hardcover, which the hardcover is bigger than the paperback. I got another Edith Holden. And it's like, it's like old. It's, I got it used. It's from World of Books. I get some books from them. My friend Maria in Ohio, hi Maria, turned me on to World of Books, and I just love it. I'll share the other book that I got from them. I'm going to do a haul video after this one. So I thought this paper would look pretty cool on the inside. And then I found a poem. I think this was out of the month of October, out of that Edith Holden, and it's such a nice poem. I figured I'd glue it to the inside of the back, because I'm not going to want to put anything over this. Here I'm thinking about doing something with this envelope. Maybe, I don't know yet. I have that for an option, and I also have, if I ink it up good, I was thinking about this. Now this is my county. This is our main library, but this was out of an old book. And then I have these, it's a card game. I don't know, what is it, Bridge? I'm not sure, but it's an old Bridge, I'm guessing. It's a card game scorekeeping thing. So, I was thinking maybe mount, because it's super thin, like you can see through it. Super thin paper, but I could maybe like put it on a harder base and maybe cut it to a tag shape, but it fits right in there. It's a little stark for me, so if I do that, I'm going to ink it up, but we're going to hold on to what we're putting on the inside of the cover, maybe till another little quickie video later, or it might even be a shorts. So I'm going to put that to the side with the envelope, but first I want to get these papers glued down to the inside cover. So how are you all today? I hope you had a good week. I had a pretty good week. Yesterday was my youngest grandson Silas's first birthday, so I spent the day at my son and daughter-in-law's house with the other grandma and his uncle and my granddaughter, of course. Her birthday was last month. She turned 2. And we celebrated Silas yesterday. And he had the cutest, come on, really? Really? I just put this in a new bottle. This is Art Glitter Glue. I just put it in a new bottle, and it's not behaving. I finally had to retire the old one. Really? Come on. Of course. It was working fine an hour ago. And yes, I covered it back up. But be careful. If you got, please let me know in the comments section. If you if you use art glitter glue and you use the stainless steel pen, of course they give you one when you buy it. But I ended up having to order stainless steel pens from Amazon, and guess what, guys? They rust. They rust. So I haven't had luck. I don't know where to get an actual or stainless steel pen, or maybe they do the same for everybody else. I don't know. But come on. Ugh, why are you being like that? Why? Maybe if I take the let me take the tip off. Will that come off? Give me 5 seconds, guys. You shouldn't have to be. Alright, I paused it so I could get it unclogged. Thank you for being patient, even though for you it was only a second. Alright, we're flowing. We're flowing now. And then we're not. Really? What is the issue? I'm not even... Yep, so in the meantime, I don't want to pause it again. You can enjoy the sound of the dogs barking at something. Garbage came yesterday, so it's not that. So it could be somebody walking their dog, or a lizard. My dogs like to hunt lizards. We have lizards all over the place down here in South Florida. Here we go. We're flowing again. Alright. Yay. Okay. Oh, please. Oops. Oops. Alright. Let's get this bad boy down. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Silas's birthday. Yeah. And I nicknamed, he's, kids. You nickname your kids, your grandkids. His nickname for me is Boogie. I know Mom and Dad call him Oogie Boogie. They also call him Buddha because he's got the cutest tummy. He's such a cute baby. And both of my son's children, my granddaughter and my grandson, they love the water. They're my son and my daughter-in-law. They go fishing a lot, and I mean they take the kids everywhere with them. So they're outdoor water babies, and they're tan and just absolutely adorable. But yeah, I call him Boogie, and he had his smash cake, first birthday. So you get the little cake that's just for him, and I remember when Delilah turned 1, her smash cake. Delilah's wasn't ever like really into sweets. I really don't think she still is. Excuse me. And she loves fruit and like savory things, but she's not really into. I don't think like popsicles, but I don't think she's into like cakes and cookies and stuff like that. But they put that cake in front of Silas, and he of course touched it because he's 1, and went right for the mouth, and oh my goodness, let me tell you, that baby loved it, and he just kept going in, getting handfuls of it, and shoving it in his mouth. It was the cutest thing. I took pictures. His mom and daddy got it on video, and it was so cute. We had a lot of fun. It's just, I love hanging out with with the grandkids. And hopefully in the next, let's see, my birthday's coming up in a couple of weeks. I'm going to go down to my other set of grandkids, my daughter's children. I'm going to go visit them in a couple of weeks. I haven't seen them in a couple months except on FaceTime. And, they're the two of them are the ones that are in school. And, yeah, looking forward to that. Okay, I like that. And this one's going to not go on that side. That one's going to go over here. Okay, let's get this one down. So did that, and we ended up just having leftovers for dinner last night. Usually Thursdays is leftovers nights. It's just me and my husband, and it just seems like no matter what I cook, even if I think I'm only cooking for 2 people, there's always leftovers. So we had leftovers are usually on Thursdays. So throwback Thursdays in my house means you're having what we didn't eat on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So yeah, so we had leftovers for dinner. And oh, another big news, you guys. I'm proud of myself. Let's see. The quickest backstory I could come up with would be, well, not come up with, but okay. So in 2009, in the summertime, I lost my mom. She passed away in July of 2009, and that following December of 2009, my son was still quite young. Was he first grade? Yeah, first grade. And we were living in another county out like west, like very rural, very country, in Okeechobee actually. And our home burned down. We weren't home when it happened. And by the time we got there, because it's literally 45 minutes from anything, by the time we got there, of course, everything was gone. So, the Red Cross helps you, gives you, hotel for 3 days, whatever. So, anyway, we ended up moving into town in the county that we're in now, which is where I basically kind of sort of grew up. We moved here when I was 14. So I went to high school here and everything. So, that looks nice. What do you think? Like that, huh? Yeah, I might go and add a little, I don't know, something later, but let's let that dry and flip this over. So anyway, so we got our house in Fort Pierce, and let's see, that was December, so it was like a couple months later. I woke up to go downstairs the weekend to make coffee, and there was a dragonfly wing on the stove, and there was only one, and I'm like, oh no, but I'm like, was it a dragonfly wing, or maybe it came off of a fairy? So it was the weirdest thing, guys. My mom's name was Mary, and I loved children's literature. Was a preschool teacher for like 12 years, and I ended up writing a rhyming children's book, and it's called The Adventures of Mary Fairy. So, I finished it, and I started another story and had ideas for more. So this was in 2009. Here we are, 2025, and I finally uploaded it to the Kindle platform on Amazon. So it is now available as an ebook, and it's a lovely, it's only about 10 pages. I love the story. It was totally inspired by my mom. There's also a mention of, because the fairy's name is Mary, and there's a character in it who I gave my mother-in-law's name to, and she's still with us. But her name is Minnie. So it's, I think it said 72 hours it would be available. If that's something that you're interested in checking out, drop a note in the comments, and I will, get a link to you on where you can find it. So, okay, cover time. We'll let that dry nice and flat. I'll make sure I'm on the right side, and I am. Got the fabric tacked out. So here's what I wanted to do with the cover. Now I have some cheesecloth that I copy stained, and I kind of want it, I think I kind of want it a little scrunched up. And then I have a piece of corrugated cardboard. These make great toppers. So I think I kind of want it scrunched up. So I think I'll probably glue it to the back of the cardboard, and then glue the cardboard down. Yeah, that'll be nice. Yeah, that'll be nice. And then also I have some little scraps. I'm going to have to ink around some of them. I might ink around the cardboard too. We'll see. But here's my topper, guys. How cute is he? Isn't he so cute? So I was thinking of doing something like this. Again, got to ink around. And at an old dictionary, I still had the, well, that's the wrong side. The page that had, wish it had a picture with it. The teddy bear, the definition for teddy bear. So I was thinking of putting that there. And then I have this doily, paper doily. And I thought that would look nice. Maybe something like that. Still want to see some of that corrugated cardboard, so maybe, let's see. I want you to be able to see the word teddy bear. I think he needs to come over some. I think so. So something along that line. Maybe bring this up a little more. I like the layers. Yeah, maybe something like that. Pull the paper down a little bit. Pull that one up a little bit. So I think it's something like that. I can fine tune it once I start getting some things glued down. Yeah. And then where's the... I had another piece. What happened to my other piece? I have another piece to put over here. What happened to it? It was like from how? Okay, that's the second piece of paper I've missed that I've lost today. It was from Sewing Notions. Literally, it was from Sewing Notions. It says something about trimmings. Trimmings on it. Where did you go? Oh, well, there's the other doily I was missing. There it is. It blew off. So yeah, this was on a some seam binding or a piece of fabric or something. Of course, I'm going to ink around it because it's just not grubby enough for me. But I was thinking to put that here, something like that. And then I have something special that I want to put on the bear, and I'll save that for last. So I think let's get started gluing this down. Yeah. So you guys got any plans this weekend? Don't really have any set in stone. We usually try to go to like the thrift store or maybe hit a couple of yard sales because it's still quite yard sale season here. Where's my smoosher? Where's my smoosher? There it is. Yep. We're supposed to get some thunderstorms this afternoon. I got a little bit of running to do, and hopefully get it done before we do get some. But 9 times out of 10, you guys, When our weather people tell us we're going to get rain, we don't. It's like my neighborhood has like a magic bubble around it, and our grass is looking brown, starting to get brown in spots because it's been so hot. So let's see. I think I'll lay this down and maybe gather it up a little bit so it looks a little gathered. Yeah. Okay, that's working. That's working. Kind of pucker it a little bit. Oops. Not too much. I was talking to my daughter this morning, and she was showing me, I'd given her some seeds or starters or whatever for they're called jalapenos. So they're jalapenos that aren't spicy, which is cool. I mean, if you don't like spicy, but you like the flavor of jalapeno, they're called jalapenos. And anyway, so her plant's doing great. And it was so cute because my granddaughter, the one that just started kindergarten, she told her mom, she's like, Mom, I want to grow some tomatoes. My daughter was like, okay, hon, we can do that. She's like, but I want to grow them next to the jalapenos because I want spicy tomatoes. So, yeah, sure enough, she's got some tomatoes started for her, and my granddaughter goes, Mommy, they're thirsty. I need water. What do you mean? I need water because the tomatoes are thirsty. So she's taking care of them, and I think it's so great to get the kids involved in plants and where vegetables and stuff comes from, and it's wonderful. I mean, when I was little, well, I mean, pretty much, well, all the way up until I was 14, so we moved down here. My mom and dad always had a garden when we lived in Tennessee, and actually in Maryland also. But yeah, I think that's gonna work good. Should we go ahead and glue it down? I think so, because that's gonna take a little while. So we'll glue that down. Then we can start adding the little goodies on top. I like making toppers. It's weird, I like making all the things. I have a lot of fun making the topper for the bee journal. I like making all the things, but when it comes time to, hey, let's finish this, finish the journal, yep, I hit the brakes. I don't know why. Where did I see? This way. Let's go. Okay, we'll go this way with it. Alright, get that down. Slide it over a little bit. Okay. Alright, cool. Okay, and then, I was gonna ink. Let's see, let's do the walnut stain. I got a set of the Tim Holtz the little mini ink daubers. They had them on sale at Michael's the last time I was there. There we go. So we'll just add a little, yeah. Oh, that looks good. I love corrugated cardboard, y'all. I do. So you guys watching anything interesting on TV? Any bingeable series? We are almost done with, what was it called? It's called Ray Donovan. It was on Paramount Plus. I don't think it was originally on Paramount Plus, but Paramount Plus has it now. And forgive my dogs, y'all. Yes, Ray Donovan. Who is it? Liv Schreiber stars in it. And it kind of reminds me of like a little bit Sopranos because of the wife. She reminds me of like an Irish version of Carmela. And the guy who plays Ray Donovan, Liv Schreiber, he reminds me of uh, Tom Hardy and Mobland. It's kind of like he's like kind of sort of like the same kind of job. But it's pretty good. It's what, 6 seasons. I think we're on. I think we're on season 5. But who was it? What's his name? Jon Voight. He's in it. I'll tell you what. He plays a bad guy pretty good, I gotta say. That looks pretty nice. I like that. And then we got this piece here. I think I'm gonna go in again with the walnut. Yep. So we watched the series The Gentleman, which was based on the movie, and the movie and the series is Guy Ritchie. We are absolutely huge Guy Ritchie fans. Love him. I have a few favorite, directors and all. The show is just as good as the movie. So if you haven't checked out The Gentleman, I recommend it very highly. Very interesting. In the movie version, Matthew McConaughey is just wonderful. Of course, when is he not wonderful? Been watching him since he was in that. Was it Dazed and Confused? That's when he first did that. All right, all right, all right. That was a good movie. Good movie. So besides that, watching a little bit of TV here and there with Cowboy. During the daytime, I don't really listen. I don't really watch TV. I watch YouTube videos. I watch all my favorite people on YouTube. Yep. Happy Friday, Liz. And happy Friday, Marcy. I am ready to have some watercolor fun. I've got chickens to make. Yep. If you know, you know. Bok bok. Yep. I got chickens to make. Alright, I like that. I like that right there. And let's go ahead and distress this one. So my haul video that I'm going to shoot next is, got some pretty cool stuff. I'll have to watch it and find out. That's some pretty cool stuff. Some old stuff. I guess I've been on a winning streak lately with that, because usually it's kind of hard for me to. I don't go to estate sales. I've been to one estate sale, and it was pretty much just like, I guess whatever the relatives didn't want. So it was like, Tupperware, pots and pans, that kind of stuff. Not really. I would really love to get a hold of like an old yearbook from like the 40s, the 30s, the 50s. That would be cool for, the photos. And, or, like boxes of the old black and white sepia tone, photographs, like forgotten relatives. I have lots of them of my relatives, but I'm not gonna, take them out of their scrapbooks with their acid-free paper and all that to make junk journals out of. So they're already scrapbooked, and the ones that haven't made it yet, I've already given that stuff to my daughter, because she's big into the family history. We get that from my dad. He was big into finding out his where he came from and all that good stuff. So I'm thinking something like that. And then we got our doily. Almost looks like a snowflake, y'all. And then we'll put Teddy down. Get placement. Get placement on this first. Going back with the Fabri-Tac. Whoops. Of course, Jody. Don't know what we're doing for dinner tonight. Been in the mood for low country boil, but when we do that on the weekend. That might have to be a Sunday after church kind of thing. Yeah. My husband said he could eat that every day of the week without getting tired of it. I don't know. It's really good though. I guess it's called different things depending on where you're at. We call it low country boil. It's also called like a New England boil. But it's, you know, the Old Bay seasoning in the water, and then you got the little potatoes, corn on the cob, smoked sausage, and then at the end you put your seafood in, which we usually do crawdads. We usually do crawdads and shrimp, or we've done it with crab legs. Done it with lobster tails and claws before. That was good. That was good. Done it with mussels, clams. You put any kind of shellfish in it. I wouldn't put scallops in it though, because they're so delicate. They're more delicate than a shrimp. I got Fabri-Tac here, but I do love scallops. My husband, not so much. So, let's see. Let's put Teddy down. Oh, I like that, y'all. I do. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to put that right about there. We'll let it hang off the top a little bit. My baby wipe. Get it straight. Let me lift it up. No, of course not. Why? Because I'm doing it. Okay. And then this will go here. Yeah. I might want something here though, like a number or maybe a piece of washi tape. And then it's going to completely cover that paper up. So no, not going to do that. We're going to leave that there. Okay, so let's get Teddy down. So this came out of like a tapestry thing. I think I misspoke when I said it was cross stitch, because this is definitely not cross stitch. But it was like a tapestry thing. And when I cut out 2 of them. And the first one I cut out started fraying so bad that you started losing the outline of the teddy bear. So I'm like, okay, well, I need to be a little more careful, give it a little more room around the edges. And then what I did, y'all, was I went around the very edge with the art glitter glue and kind of tapped it in there, and it sealed it, so it would stop it from. It didn't fall apart around the edges like. Uh-oh. Teddy bear, where are you? There you go. There. get smoosh. Baby wipe sticking to my fingers. Yeah. What do you think? I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so now, then we have the, let me hold it up again. Aw, he looks sweet. Who doesn't love a good teddy bear? Or even an old teddy bear. It doesn't have to be a good one. It could be one that's been so loved. Alright. Now I'm just realizing that I don't have my string handy. Or do I? Or do I? Dun dun dun. Oh, my final little thing to decorate this cutie right here. I just love how this is turning out. I mean, eventually I might put something else. I don't know. We'll see. I think we ought to ink around the edge. What do you think? Let's see. Why not? Let's just go for it. Again, I'm using the walnut, the Distress Oxide. I don't have the inks. I have the oxides. I know if you use it and you zap it with water, it does different things. I haven't played with it like that yet. So, but I think I like that. Yeah, I like that. So let's do this up real quick, and then I'll show you what today I'm calling the elephant in the room. Dun dun dun. Because, you know, the teddy bear has to have its final accessory, and I like that. That looks good. I like it. I like it. Well, we might as well do the back side too, huh? Yeah. So when I get done shooting this, I'm gonna go pick up my husband's boots. He got them resold at the shoe repair place. Time to pick them up. Actually, in the haul video, I'll show you what I got there, believe it or not, when I dropped them off. Yeah, pretty neat. It's like, you know, you can find junk journal supplies literally everywhere, guys. Even at the shoe repair shop. Yeah. Like that. Yeah. Grunge it up a bit. Cool. Inside's looking nice. Yeah. Alright, let's put that away so it don't dry out. Now, set this to the side so I can show you what the white elephant in the room is. Or is that what it is? White elephant, the big elephant. Anyway, you guys, this is my button jar. And it's a mason jar. And it's, it says Mason, Craft, and More. This sucker is huge. It's like canisters. Like they don't screw on. It's just, you know, put in it what you want. And there's probably a couple thousand buttons in there. I've been saving buttons for a long time, and I get them from thrift stores, old sewing kits that I buy from thrift stores. You lay them down. But yeah, he's pretty big. He is, I'd say 10 inches tall and 7 inches wide. So he's a lot. Says it'll hold 125 ounces or 3.7 liters. Wow, 3.7 liters. That's almost 2 liters of soda. Huh? Yeah, I love that. I love my buttons. Love my buttons. I'm not the only one that loves buttons, though, am I? Hee hee hee. Yes. So what I thought this little teddy bear definitely needed was a button. So I found a little one that I thought would look nice, and I strung, where is it? Oh, I have a ball of brown string. So I went through the little holes and then tied it in a knot. And I think it needs to go in his ear. Because what's a teddy bear without a button in its ear? It just, I don't know. I got fabric tack all over my fingers. So let me place this. And then I think we'll call it a video. Because I want this to dry good before I put the signatures back in it. So I'll give this a little dabby do. And put you right there. Like that. And give it a little press. Yeah. I think that's just what our bear friend needed. Right. What do you think? I think I like it. I do. So after I had already decided to do the teddy bear on the cover of this idea journal, which is going to look fabulous. I love it. I love it. You came out good. Yes. Thank you, Teddy. Thank you. Thank you. So, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, leave me a comment. If you're not a subscriber, please join us. I promise I'm not perfect, but I try. I try to make things that are at least presentable, but you know what? It doesn't matter what it comes out looking like. It's fun, you guys. It's fun. Creating art of any kind is fun. It's good for your mind and you know, so many other things. Good for your heart, good for your soul, all that good stuff. So yes, please like, comment, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. That's the like. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye, bye, bye.